Hey there, Gemini. I hope you guys are doing really well. I'd like to go ahead and get into your reading for the last of August 2021. And I just want to say this is a general reading, so this may not resonate with every single person. If it does, then take what makes sense. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And this is not a personal reading, okay? And if you see this reading at a later point in time and it resonates for you, the message is for you. So just take it as it is. This is a energy reading that is more so geared towards relationship and love. You can also talk about being single, but you know, it's kind of what we're focused on here. So show me energies for the sign of Gemini, please. Okay. So 2 cards popping out. We have engagement and reconciliation. With this does not have to necessarily mean that you're getting a ring on your finger or anything of that nature. It can literally talk about your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. And then the second card that came out with that was clearly reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. So, you know, it's kind of some foreshadowing in this situation. If this is something that resonates with you, so be it. If it's not something that you want to deal with, any reconciliation energies, then move along. You know, nothing against that. Here we have religious factors coming out as well. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing or spiritual path. Sorry, there's so much glare. I can't really fix that. The lighting is what it is. So maybe when we get more cards on the table, it'll get a little bit less bright and in your face. Okay. So let's go ahead and get some energies out for you guys. Show me energy for a sign of Gemini here. Okay, there goes everything. Okay, so you have a completely different deck falling on the floor. We have the Hermit coming out, the 9 of Wands in reverse, the Tower upright, and the 8 of Pentacles in reverse here. So let us go and see what this is about. I feel like I want to pull out some more cards though too. Okay, so this seems pretty clear to me actually, Gemini. For some of you, this is a situation where you may be receiving some sort of communication from a person, but it doesn't feel like you want to move forward with anything. It feels like there's more of a stabilizing factor in your life that's geared towards your own stability, your home life, just you living in your own experience versus you being, you know, dealing with other things with people here. We have Scorpio energy here as well, Virgo as well. This is though telling me, it's talking about the 9 of Wands here with this energy. It's like you're kind of getting over a situation. I feel like we're going to be entering into some retrograde energies, so that has a tendency to bring things back into focus sometimes, and that can be also from people from our past. We are their focus. It feels like whoever I'm talking to has done a lot of work to get well on their way. With the Hermit here, though, it's like you've done a lot of consideration in regard to this. The 9 of Wands in reverse tells me that whatever you were opposed to or protecting yourself from, that's kind of diminished. I mean, I think that that's kind of a good energy to be in when dealing with these types of things, because it initiates, or it indicates more of growth, a period of growth that has happened within you to release things versus holding on to them. The Tower in the center of this reading, though, it's like reconciliation, the Tower, pow. It almost feels like that may be something that startles you, or it becomes uncomfortable here, perhaps with somebody trying to move things forward in a way, you know. And I want to say here too, it says love life, but your life may be ascending to a higher level. You may have other commitments in your experience and in your situation right now that really don't require you to be connecting with anybody from your past. Now, for those of you who want to connect with someone from your past, this is an opportunity. And it tells me that there is also a diminishment of boundaries and borders and, you know, boundaries put up. So if you choose to do this, this is kind of popping out for that. Either way, it's going to come towards you in a very abrupt, out of the blue kind of way, and it may be something that puts you in a little bit of shock. For some of you, it may be welcome shock, a good shock, you know. Here with this energy moving forward, you have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse with the Nine of Swords in reverse. So something that hasn't been working, something that effort has not been put into here, and we've been worrying about it. The Nine of Swords is saying we're not worrying about it anymore. And this can be a twofold dual reading here for those of you who do not want to get involved with anybody from your past. This is telling me that you're also not going to be putting the work into this with them, and that alleviates a lot of the pressure off of you. It alleviates a lot of the mental frustration and like a lot of the stuff that you've been feeling and holding on to here, to shut it down. For those of you who do want to reconcile here, where things have been stagnant and not moving, we at least have some sort of understanding why, or there may be some sort of communication about why they've been at a standstill here, but it helps you to ease your mind about it. So let's go ahead and clarify this reading here. The Four of Wands is at the bottom of this deck, which also indicates to me in two ways. I feel like I'm reading for two groups that are drastically different here, Gemini. This is about your stability, your home life, your foundation in life, the people who are connected with us. For those of you who are not interested in dealing with somebody, it's like you have your eye on the prize in your own life. Your direction is your own. You're not really kind of getting, you know, confused about that. For those of you who are interested in reconciliation, this is talking about taking it to the next level. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment, changing things, you know, so let's go get some clarifiers for this and see what we have to see. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get some cards here for these ones first, and then we will get into elsewhere. Please show me the oracles, the romance angel oracles. All right, show me engagement here for Gemini. What is engagement about here? So you have the Four of Swords here, Five of Cups. Okay, so this is interesting energy for both groups that I'm speaking to. Engagement, there may have been a period here where nothing was moving forward for somebody, and they may have taken themselves off the table. They may have not had the means to make things move forward. This also could have been a situation where somebody was in a period of contemplation, stagnation, uncertainty, not engaging with a situation. Either way with that, we have the Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Under that, you have the Fool. So this energy is, you know, for that energy, it's like somebody's removing of themselves has caused a level of regret, and they would like to create something new. For those of you not interested, I feel like I have to do this, interested, not interested, but for those of you not interested here, it's like you're taking yourself away out of this equation when it comes to connecting with a person, because the situation does fill you with regret and sadness about whatever has transpired here, and you would rather take care of yourself, put more energy and direction into your new beginning. I feel like this person, though, there's some level of regret or sadness that they do hold on to. So that is the energy that is being present for both parties. There's some level of regret. Show me reconciliation here for Gemini. You have the Two of Pentacles here, Hermit here, the Hermit is here. So there's a lot of consideration in regard to this moving forward. I also encourage you to see how it feels when you consider how it balances you out, or does it leave you feeling all over the place? Does it leave you feeling of two minds? For some of you, this is literally like, I have options in my life. I have situations that I'm dealing with. Why do I need to be, you know, I'm picking up like bothered by this for some of you, you know, and reconciliation here too, the Tower, reconciliation, the Two of Pentacles, it's like you have now two opportunities, two different directions to go in, what to choose, which is stable, what is most important here. And with the Hermit at the bottom of the deck for any of it, it's really telling me that a lot of consideration needs to be put in here first. For those of you who may have been in a relationship in the past, or some sort of beginning connection where perhaps somebody had a lot of options and, you know, maybe chose a different one and now is circling back to try and connect with you again, if you choose to engage in that, I will suggest that you create a steady friendship first. So this is not engaging in sexual, I mean, I can't tell you what to do, but I can tell you that, creating a relationship that is based upon sex or starts out with sex usually doesn't really have much longevity. I mean, sometimes it can, but oftentimes it's not seen as something that is worth trying to make happen. So if you can be friends with this person first, or if you can establish a friendship with this person before you connect with them again or reconcile with them, that may be the key to a healthier connection relationship moving forward here. And some of you, that's important to create that type of connection, because it's like if you've had time apart, there's a lot of you that has learned different things about yourself and your life and your desires and wants and understanding of what you need. Apply that here. And if that person can fall into that and accept it, so be it. It's like we need to have better borders, better boundaries here. Show me religious factors, please, for Gemini. So we have the Lovers here, Four of Cups at the bottom of the deck. For some of you, this situation may have broken apart in the past because there may have been a difference of understanding when it comes to the partnerships that this person was engaging in, or perhaps this is your energy in the past that caused some sort of separation due to religious factors, traditional factors. Sometimes the communities that we are raised in, it can be uncomfortable to accept somebody new into that, somebody that might not even be accepted by them, so it's like you follow suit and just trust what that is, and you can miss out on a really good person sometimes if that's the case. And if that is kind of in this realm here, at least it feels like we have somebody that is at least willing to recognize that perhaps their decision making was based upon a knee-jerk reaction, or kind of like, so like, okay, how do I put that? So okay. So if somebody is gay, then, and I'm not saying that this is dealing with people who are gay, but as an example, if somebody is gay, they have to come out, right? So it has to be known. It's shared information, and some will accept it, some will not. It's kind of that energy here, and it felt like somebody, if this is the case, they may have rejected an opportunity here, maybe gone with something easier, different, and it's like now they're kind of seeing, oh, I wasted an opportunity with somebody really good here, Gemini. So there's that kind of resurfacing. And, if you're open to being compassionate about understanding that kind of situation, if that pushback from somebody, find out why, because it feels like there was a stop to what they were putting into here, when they should have moved forward with it, because it feels like there's a lot of love here, or at least there's a lot of emotional bond here that I feel like they kind of missed out on. Maybe they're trying to reconnect. That's some thunder here. That is some thunder. East Coast does not play around. I like it. All right, so I want you to show me the Hermit here for the sign of Gemini. Show me the Hermit energy for the sign of Gemini, please. Moving forward here, show me the Hermit. You have the Seven of Wands, Gemini, with the Ten of Cups coming out at the bottom of the deck for that. So with this energy, I prefer it to be this way, just because with the Hermit, it's like you have removed yourself from a situation. You've gotten an opportunity to really look at it from all angles to see how it resonates with you. And if that is something that you're currently needing to do when posed with the idea of trying to reconcile with somebody, it's important that you take the time to do that. This is not any time to like rush into something. The Seven of Wands is asking us to look at things from a different angle, especially if they've been problematic for us in the past. And this is kind of past, present, moving forward energy here. So if there's been a lot of disconnect or problematic experience in this, perhaps a pushback because of somebody's background, religious factors, difference in culture, sometimes that also plays into separations, unfortunately. Religion fucks things up, I will tell you that. You know, this is telling me that you're looking at things with a different lens, being more open to seeing the possibilities of why people do the way that they do things the way that they do. It doesn't make excuses for behavior, but it definitely gives us a bird's eye view at looking at something in a different way, especially if there is still love between us, especially if the new opportunity is to choose a direction in a new path regarding this love or connection. Show me the Nine of Wands here in reverse for Gemini. So you have the Tower coming out in reverse here. Tower is here in the center of this reading. Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So with this energy here, Gemini, whatever we've put our guard down to, we're no longer, holding up this boundary and barrier to. It's revisiting it. This is a foundation that came down, but it's like trying to sift through the rubble to make something happen. And for some of you, you're not interested. I feel again that I'm talking to two very distinct groups, so I'm just going to kind of shift within both of those, and if it makes sense for you, so be it. I feel like for some of you, it's like, why? This is already done. Why? And then for others of you who want to engage in this, it's almost as if we have two people who have dealt with Tower moments here, but it's like kind of moving forward with it or trying to. With the Eight of Wands here, it's a new direction. It involves creating new directions here, moving forward. A lot of communication also involved in that too. So through time, through contemplation, find out the most important answers to ask in this situation before you end up committing to something or engaging in something that might not be the best for you, I do feel that there is a level of sadness, reflection here, regret, but also that doesn't mean that it wipes everything off the plate. It's like we still have to address the issues. Give me one more for the Nine of Wands in reverse with the Tower in reverse here. The Three of Swords coming through this energy. So this is a lot of pain. It's heartbreak, it's sadness. And, I feel like there's an unresolved energy that keeps kind of popping up here. For some of you, you have been able to resolve this, and I feel that in that group, it's like you've moved past this, and I don't feel like you're too affected by it. If this does come into your life, it's kind of like, why? Like, what? I've got other shit going on. But for others of you who are involved or interested in engaging in this, I feel that this will bring up some wounding for you. It will ask you to communicate about the sad things, the ugly things. And I also want to say with this Tower in reverse, sometimes it can cause, and it requires you to listen very intently, but listen with your third eye, listen with your psychic self, because sometimes people with the Tower in reverse can leave things out. They can leave out certain information that may be problematic or it may be painful, and that could be an active level of deception, or it also just could be that they're uncomfortable talking about it, so they don't talk about it, but if something is to move forward here with truth and honesty, we have to have all facets of truth and honesty. Okay, so take time, be patient, and if this energy comes through with the intention of becoming friends, then so be it. Wow, that is so sexy. That is so sexy. It makes me want to have a candlelit bath with a bottle of wine or something, or a glass of wine. I don't know. I was an alcoholic a long time ago. It probably would have been 3 bottles of wine. Who am I kidding? Jesus. And a 40. Show me the Tower here for Gemini. You have the Six of Cups coming out in reverse here for the Tower, Gemini. This is somebody from your past, and it may be a situation that has kind of left you in some harsh energy, thinking about them, holding on to, something that was very pleasant at one point. It kind of got sour. This new opportunity gives you a chance to communicate and to clarify things if this is what you want. But again, you're dealing with something that has ended. So if you are to reinitiate this, so be it. But know what you're getting into and know that it's going to bring up things for you. And if we're dealing with unwanted or sad feelings from the past or issues about the situation that have been very problematic, then it's time to address those too. This is not about sweeping anything under the rug. It's not about being polite to the point where you ignore certain pieces. This is getting everything out on the table. And Gemini, if anybody can do it, it's you. You guys are great communicators when you want to be. Depends on if you want to be. And this is kind of where I'm like, do you want to be? Because you have the 8 of Pentacles here in reverse and the 9 of Swords here in reverse. Because it's kind of, this energy is like, I don't really want to do much with this. I'd rather have my mental peace, you know? For some of you, that is it. And for some of you, this is figuring out why this stagnancy happened. It is falling in a future position. So just let's see what this looks like together, okay? Show me the 8 of Pentacles in reverse here for Gemini. Why is the... So you have the 3 of Pentacles coming out here with the 2 of Wands bottom of the deck. So new opportunities, new change, new beginnings. This is an opportunity for clarity. It's an opportunity to create better communication with a person. Again, take things slowly. If you need to start at a snail's pace or redirect everything to a level of friendship, so you friend zone somebody, that's okay too. If you do intend to establish a longer lasting relationship for the future, go slow, be friends, you know, create it in a different way instead of jumping into something. The 3 of Pentacles, though, is an opportunity to communicate. It is an opportunity to be on the same page with somebody, especially in regard to finding out why things have been at a standstill. It's the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. There's nothing happening. There's no effort being put into anything, you know. And perhaps this is a situation where no effort will be put into anything until we can have a common ground within our communication and our goal setting. 2 people being on the same page. Show me the 8 of Pentacles in reverse here. So you have the 4 of Pentacles coming out here with Justice. So yeah, nothing is moving here until honesty is brought, until truth is communicated, until we can have fairness and equality in a situation, you know. And that's pretty straightforward. That's pretty basic requirements for a relationship. So if somebody is not willing to bring that, then you don't really have any business being a part of it. You know, and if somebody is willing to open up, so be it. But it requires communication. It requires honesty. Hangman here. So even with that, though, we're still on the fence about it. And I feel like that overall, it's like somebody's definitely on the fence about this energy, you know. 4 of Pentacles at this point tells me that you're just kind of like shutting off from it. You're not moving forward with it. We're just assessing and appraising the situation. Show me the 9 of Swords. You have the Page of Pentacles coming through here with the 9 of Swords in reverse. So for some of you, I feel like this opportunity is something that is not necessarily like taken seriously, or perhaps the person that is bringing it, you know, needs to, I feel, kind of like build a better sense of trust with you. At this point, though, you're really not worried or fazed by this, Gemini. And also you may be having a picture of this person in your head as somebody who is childish, who doesn't commit, who is difficult when it comes to anything dealing with stability. And so it's like you kind of got that picture of them in your head. Maybe this is what you're holding on to. And with that being kind of the seed that has been planted within you, perhaps there's an element where it's like, I don't need to worry about that anymore because it's not what I want. Show me the 9 of Swords. I feel like if they can provide you with the... So you had Knight of Pentacles. I wanted to show you before I started shuffling. It was the King of Pentacles underneath, Queen of Cups, Knight of Pentacles here. So it's an elevation, a graduation energy. It's what I wanted to say with the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck before I started shuffling was, if this person can provide you with the truth about like growing and changing and becoming a bigger person, then I think you may have more opportunity to give them a chance. But at this point, it's at a standstill. Show me the 9 of Swords in reverse here for Gemini. You have the Knight of Swords here. So truth, honesty, difficult conversations, but ones that are most necessary here. Nine of Swords, it's upright, you know. So Nine of Swords reversed, Nine of Swords upright. So perhaps getting back into communication with this person is something that reignites a lot of problems for you, you know, and it really kind of comes down to what they've shown you here. The Page of Pentacles, though, this is not something that we want to engage in, especially when it comes to what a person is offering. It's somebody that's flighty. They have no staying power, very immature in their decision making, you know. It can also talk about opportunities that are kind of like missed opportunities. And that very well may have been what happened here, because I am picking up a very large missed opportunity, but also, you know, I feel like somebody's kind of moved past that, and now you have somebody trying to catch up. It's that game, and it's like, is that where you need to be? Is that what you want to experience at this time in your life? Some of you yes, some of you no. Okay, so can you give me some oracle energy for this reading, please? So we have pride coming out in reverse here. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. Pride is coming out in reverse. This may be somebody that had a lot of pride here in the past, and they're actually getting past that, which is good because it's an indication for growth. But, you know, also that doesn't mean that you have to see this person through their process. Like, your life is just as valuable and worthy of your own time, you know. Show me more. So, okay, wow, that's very interesting. We have acceptance and love coming out in reverse here. This is in reverse as well. These cards are upright, by the way. Okay, so pride in reverse, acceptance, love in reverse, bottom of the deck, honesty. And I feel like I'm going to leave that there just because I feel like that is the resonant energy that I'm picking up on. It's like we have something that is, or a person or an experience that's coming through wanting to be honest, wanting to express, wanting to, you know, either admit to their prideful ways, or they recognize how pride got in the way of this experience. You know, sometimes when it comes down to, like, you know, the religious factors energy, or the acceptance in reverse here, the acceptance of a partner, you know, whether their background be different, whether they are gay, straight, whatever, anything in between, you know, maybe this was not like an accepted person in their family, you know, or their tradition. Pride got in the way of that, you know, pride being seen, what is seen. Maybe they were ashamed of that connection, so they did away with it. Either way, pride is in reverse now, so it's kind of licking the wounds, coming back with the tail between the legs a little bit, or at least if we're being honest about it, then it's somebody who's grown through it. You know, it's interesting though with acceptance and love in reverse too, just because it's like this, I feel this example of your energy here, Gemini. Like, I don't want this. I don't accept this. I don't want to give to this. I don't want love. And if I did give to it, and if I were honest about giving to it, it would go against my own personal sense of pride. For some of you, that is the case. For some of you, it is also just listening to this person, seeing what this is about. And for those of you, I will pull some cards. Show me acceptance in reverse here for this situation. So you have the Ace of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles here. So for some of you, this is situations where, you know, a person took themselves off the shelf. They chose to be alone. They chose to perhaps deal with their own things, perhaps change this into a situation where they were just focusing on their finances. They didn't accept this relationship. They didn't accept the person that they were with, and so they turned away. For those of you now, also, I feel like this is also an element of what you're doing here. It's like you'd rather work on your own self, deal with your own stuff, versus take this opportunity, you know, or just deal with the opportunities that you have presented in your life. Because if you've already got things going on, I feel like that you've got enough on your plate. Why need to accept more? Show me love in reverse here. So you have the Ten of Cups coming out in reverse here, with the Eight of Wands. I feel like there's a lot of regret in this situation here, Gemini. It wants to be talked about or opened up, expressed about here. I feel like there's been a lot of a release of love, a release of a connection here that I feel should have been worked on, you know, but coulda, woulda, shoulda is not relevant because life has its own way of experiencing or helping us experience these lessons. And through the lessons, we heal, we grow, we change our perception, you know. Some of you definitely needed to be away from this situation. Some of you needed to be rejected for who you are. Like that I'm picking a big energy up on that, like rejected for who you are. Like, if somebody can't be with you for who you are, they don't deserve to be with you for who you are. Like, that's just simple as that. Even if they do have an epiphany later, like, that's pretty damaging shit. So, I want to go ahead and get some advice here. Can you please show me advice here for the sign of Gemini with this reading? You have the Ten of Pentacles coming through. The Ten of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, the Page of Wands, Judgment, Seven of Cups. I feel like this is kind of an overall energy here, you guys, for Gemini. This is communication about a thing. This may be healing a situation with the Ten of Pentacles. It's also asking you to really pay attention to where your true stability lies, you know, versus trying to put it in the potential of a person. Pay attention to where your true stability lies. Is that with your friends, your family? Is this on your own? You have that Nine of Pentacles here. Nine of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. This is working on life on your own terms, getting things upright, doing things and feeling good about yourself. It's a very high level of self-esteem here. And it ends up leading towards something very positive here. Even if it's just stability versus like big bucks, you know, it's still your own. It's what you've created. You know, and I feel like this opportunity, no matter which group you're in, it offers a sense of healing, and it offers an opportunity to heal and find the different energies of love and work through a sense of compassion here as well. For some of you, if you choose to engage in this, you may be able to heal something, okay? Heal yourself, heal with this person. But again, everybody heals in their own way, on their own time. It's not your responsibility to heal someone. With this Page of Wands here, though, it is communication. It is communication about moving things in a different direction. It's talk about, can be enjoyment, enjoyable talk, you know, heated talk, sometimes sexual talk, but still it's asking us to really listen to what is being said, you know, and this can also come from a very immature energy as well. With the Judgment card here, this is asking us to be very, very clear in how we choose to move forward with this, okay? Because it does have a resounding effect on your future. And, you know, for any group here, the Seven of Cups is like... Baby doll, you have opportunities. You have opportunities that are presented in your life. Yes, this is an opportunity, but it may be an opportunity of many. For those of you not interested in having anything to do with this person, it really tells me that you've grown, you've changed your perception of yourself, and you've moved forward with things in a very different way. And it's like, why re-engage with stuff from the past if I've already been able to move forward from it? You know, there are new opportunities here being presented in life. Let me take one of those. Sometimes retrograde energies can bring out some really confusing parts of people. It can flesh out a lot of insecurities or flesh out things that we need to look at a very deep level. And sometimes through that curiosity of wanting to figure that out or fix it, we can entangle other people. And it feels like this may be somebody coming back into your life, regardless of if you're going to take them on or not. It's like there's a bit of an entanglement here. So I feel like this is important for you to know, just because if you do re-engage in it, seek to find out where within yourself you're also entangled in the situation and what it also brings up for you. You know, what perhaps levels of healing you also need to experience moving forward. So this is what I have for you guys. If this was helpful, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. If you choose to donate to my channel, there's a link in the description box below. And I do want you to know that it definitely does help me. And if you're seeking a personal reading, you can contact me at thealtruisticmystic@gmail.com. There is a link for that in the description as well. So yeah, I hope this is helpful for you guys. Take care. Bye-bye, Gemini.